Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupatadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenbandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Panchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyo cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So this is from 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is divided into 3 sections. The first section of Bhagavad Gita talks about Karma Yoga, action in connection with the Supreme Lord. That's the last section, which is chapter number 13 to 18 of Bhagavad Gita, talks about Jnana Yoga, knowledge in connection to the Supreme Lord. And middle sections of Bhagavad Gita, which is chapter number 7 to 12, talks about Bhakti Yoga, knowledge in devotion, yoga in devotion and connection to the Supreme Lord. Knowledge about devotional connection to the Supreme Lord is Bhakti Yoga, which is in middle 6 chapters. So we are right at the first chapter where Bhakti Yoga begins. Krishna starts speaking about himself. In first 6 chapters, Krishna has not even spoken about him in great detail. Maybe once or twice he just mentioned about him. He's just constantly talking about what is Dhyana Yoga, how to meditate on the Supreme, how does a yogi behave, what is the nature of the soul, what actually it means to realize you're separate from this body and mind. So all these topics are covered. But now first time Krishna is very specifically speaking about himself and people in relationship to him. So you repeat after me. It's very auspicious to chant Bhagavad Gita, especially where in those times where Bhagavad Gita was spoken. This is that exact same month in which Bhagavad Gita appeared amongst human civilization in almost 5,200 years back. So you can try and repeat after me. Chaturvidha bhajante mam Jana Sukritivo Arjuna Artha Jigyasu Arthati Jnani Cha Bharatarshava. So Krishna here is saying there are 4 types of people who approaches me. Krishna is saying there are 4 types of people who approaches me. So basically there are 4 types of people who would approach God. So first one is, I'll read the translation, then we can talk a little bit about it. We only have 15 minutes. Oh best among Bharatas, 4 kinds of pious men begin to render devotional service unto me. Who are these 4 people? The first one is the distressed. One who is in some sort of distress. They approach God and please relieve my distress. It's so natural, when someone who is a little bit religious and they have some sort of distress, the first person they look up to after they have tried all their means and they have failed is God. Okay. The second one is the desire of wealth. One who is after money. This is again a super common one. One who is after wealth, they approach the Lord. The third one is one who is inquisitive. Inquisitive about what? About what are these people doing? What is religion all about? What is spirituality? Who is God? What are these people who are chanting Harekrishna on the street? Just some inquisitiveness. They approach God. But the fourth one, which is highest amongst this category of 4 people, is Jnani, who is interested in knowledge about God. So this particular category of person approaches God because they are interested to know about God. So the reason I am reading this shloka is because this particular shloka gives an amazing hint into Krishna's heart, into the heart of the Lord, where the Lord says in couple of shlokas later that there are 4 types of people who are approaching me, and they approach me to ask something from me. Either you approach God for, what was the first one? If you are distressed, please relieve me from my anxiety, my dear Lord. I have many major health issues, please relieve them. I approach you, I request you, I pray to you, I give you some fruits, I give you some milk, take some donation, but please relieve me of my distress. First category. Second one is?
Desire of wealth.
Who is after? Wealth. Who has some desire for wealth and they approach God. Which is a very common one. Most of us will fit in these first 2 categories and are reason to approach. And Krishna appreciates it. Actually, it just in shloka later you will understand how Krishna is appreciating people approaching him even for these purposes. The third one is one who has some jigyasa, some inquisitiveness is there. There is some query in the heart and they want to know. And the fourth one is Jnani, who is very clear that they want to know about God, they want to understand the science of God, they want to understand who they are, who God is, and what is their relationship with God. And they approach God for that particular purpose. So amongst the 4, the 4th one is naturally superior because that person is not only after some transactional relationship, some business deal. See, please see, $10 goes in, now you make sure my finances are taken care of, right? Even though Krishna appreciates, and which is fine, but still we come with a transactional motive. Just immediately a shloka later, Krishna says, I want to read that verse to you. This is verse number 16 of chapter number 7. I'll read verse number 18 of 7th chapter. Krishna says, Udara sarva eivete jnani davatma maivatam astita sahi yuktatma mam evanuttamam gatim. Anyone here knows the meaning of this word udara? It's a Sanskrit word, but it's used in some languages commonly also. Udara. Not udhar. Not loan. Udar. Generous, exactly. Big-hearted person. Very generous. You know what Krishna said? These 4 types of people, when they approach me, these people are very generous. Now imagine, what's your name?
Ashok.
Ashok. I come to Ashok and I say, Ashok, can you lend me $10,000? And he kindly gives me. Sorry, I'll not come. He gives me $10,000. And he gives me $10,000 as loan. And then he is telling me that, oh Arjun, you are a very big-hearted person. People will say, hey, you made the statement otherwise. You should be big-hearted because you gave the loan. How can I be big-hearted by taking money from you? You understand the point? Krishna is saying these 4 people who come to me to ask something, they are very generous, very big-hearted persons. Can anyone guess why Krishna is saying so? Please understand the context. I will repeat again. You go to Krishna, you ask for help to relieve you from distress, or you want money, or whatever inquisitiveness you have, and then what Krishna tells you, oh, you have come to ask for money, take this money, but you are very big-hearted. Krishna should be big-hearted, right? Someone who is giving money should be big-hearted, not the one who is taking money should be big-hearted. What do you think? Why Krishna is saying the person who approaches him is a big-hearted person? Any guesses? Sorry? Yeah, if you're receiving, you can't be big-hearted. You can. How are you big-hearted when you receive some benefit from someone? Yes.
We believe in Krishna.
Yeah, because you believe in Krishna. Okay, I believe in bank. I believe in bank. Bank calls me doesn't call me a big-hearted person when I don't pay my loan back or I ask for loan. Eventually you may reach to the highest stage, that's fine, but why Krishna is calling us big-hearted? Yes?
Because maybe they think because they are coming on the right direction. Like if they need something, they are...
Then Krishna should call you righteous, not generous.
Because of our faith in God.
yeah, then he should call you faithful. Why is calling you big-hearted?
Because you approached him.
Because you approached him. Okay. Think. It's amazing actually why Krishna calls us big-hearted when we come to him and we ask something. None of your answers are wrong. It's just not. I just want to take it to one step ahead. Yes, please.
Is it because we're full of desire?
Yeah. But if you being full of desire, yeah, people are full of desire. How does that make you generous? Very specific word is chosen. Oh, you're so generous. You're taking money from me. No one says like that actually. Krishna is saying like that in Bhagavad Gita. Oh, you're asking me for money? Oh, you're asking me to relieve your distress? Oh, you're so generous. Okay, last one. Yes.
Because he thought that he selected Krishna thinking that he has everything.
Yeah.
He's capable of
Yeah.
so
So he may call you, you're very intelligent, you're very knowledgeable. Why big-hearted? Okay, let's explore why Bhagavad Gita is using those terms. None of your answers are wrong, you know. It's just we want to touch on the nature of the Lord, how he actually sees us, what he feels about the living entity, what God feels about living entities when Jiva, living entities, approach him. Krishna says that why you are so generous is when you approach me, in order to approach me and ask me for something, you offer little devotion when you approach me. And me, as your Supreme Father, is not interested in what I give to you or what I can give to you. Because even if you are an atheist, I will still give to you. It's not that the rules of the laws of nature are different for atheists. You get this much oxygen less than the theists. Or you get this much resources less than the theists. No, the Lord is giving everyone. But he says, when you approach me, you offer me little devotion. And with that little devotion, you ask me something. And I am interested in your little devotion. And how great you are, how generous you are when you come to me and you offer a little devotion. And that's why Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, one apple offered to me with love is much more attractive for me than billions of dollars offered in arrogance. Little bit devotion. He's after our little devotion. And as Lord, as our Supreme Father, he appreciates that devotional exchange we have with him. Imagine we have a child and morning your child wakes up and tells you, my dear mother, will you cook for me? Of course. My dear father, will you pay my school fee? Imagine if the child starts speaking to you every single day like that. My dear mother, today will you cook breakfast for me? Will you wash my clothes? Father, will you send me to school? Will you pay for my fees? I'm going for a picnic, will you pay for it? Imagine your child wakes up every day and asks you the same question every day. You will talk to yourself, we are working so hard to give this to you only, my dear child. Why are you coming every day and asking me the same thing? Now what do we do when we come in front of our Supreme Father? Exactly the same thing. Will you do this for me? Will you do that for me? He's already going to do. He's willing to do. But what he's actually after is little devotion, little bit bhakti, little bit devotion, little bit seva, little bit service is what he's looking for. And anyone who offers that becomes capable of developing a close-knit relationship with the same Supreme Person. And that's what the whole aim or the summum bonum or the essence of Bhagavad Gita is. And through this particular section, Krishna, when he's talking about himself, first time in Bhagavad Gita, he is encouraging, he is inspiring that when you approach me, for whatever reasons, please come to me with little devotion, little bhakti. And how you can express your bhakti? Everyone has time, everyone has some resource, everyone has energy, everyone has some intelligence, prana, artha, dhiya, vacha. Everyone has all these things with us. Instead of having a transactional relationship with the Lord, we just come and whatever little we have, we just offer it to the Lord. Okay, my dear Lord, instead of surfing YouTube short videos or Instagram for 10 minutes, I just come and chant a holy name. And that's so nice, actually. I just come and I just try and attend your Kirtan. Okay, I'll just open your book and I'll try to learn about you. Little devotional activity. It actually has the capacity to attract the attention of the Lord. Imagine if you, as a person, you find out that there is someone who is very keen on knowing about you. There is a person who is very keen to know about you. Won't you prepare or do all the arrangements so that they can genuinely know about you? If I ask any one of you to come here in front, and if I ask all of you to guess about this person, suppose Ravi, right? Ashok. If Ashok is standing here and I tell you, okay, whatever you think about Ashok, please tell. You'll hardly be able to tell maximum. Maybe he's from India. Maybe he has a family. He is dressed nicely. Maybe he has some professional job, and that's about it. For us to know about Ashok, the only authentic source or way is when Ashok starts speaking about himself. Right? And that's what Bhagavad Gita or such scriptures are guiding or referring us to, that when Krishna is speaking about himself, his own nature. So, of course, we have a very short time. We have chanting now, Krishna Prabhu? Yes. Yeah. So, just a couple of things I just thought we will discuss. So, please, my request is when you approach Krishna, just offer a little bit of a devotion. And with that devotion, even one banana, one apple, a little fruit, one flower is enough to attract his attention. Alright, Harekrishna. Harekrishna. Bhagavatam, Shri Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki.
So just be seated. We are going to do chanting now for 6, 7 minutes, 8 minutes. So just be here. So we'll pass on beads in a minute.